I was so excited, and with the Jenkins family share transfer agreement in my hand, I went to find Gary Jenkins. Yet what did I find? He was kissing his beautiful secretary. Moreover, people around them were cheering and teasing. Tell us. Which one do you like, Ellen Jenkins or Caroline O'Hara? Gary wrapped his arms around the flustered woman and replied coldly, if it were for the sake of getting my hands on the Jenkins family shares, Ellen doesn't have what it takes to compare with Cara. After a while, he begged me to come home with reddened eyes. I just took Eric Dawson's hand, held it and said, sorry, I'm getting married. As soon as I arrived at the lakeside pavilion, I rushed to the private room, but the door was not fully closed. From the gap, I could clearly see Gary holding Caroline's waist with one hand and cradling her head with the other, as they kissed passionately and affectionately. Their friends cheered around them. My mind went blank as I stood frozen in place. They kissed with deep passion and affection, totally oblivious to the cheer around them. When they finally parted, a faint silver thread of saliva still lingered at the corner of Caroline's lips. Her face flushed red, and the way she clutched the corner of Gary's shirt with a lowered head made her seem helpless and shy. Gary's friend applauded and cheered. Gary, you're such a lucky man. You have the eldest Miss Jenkins at home and a stunning Caroline in your arms. One of them was bold enough to ask, Gary, which one do you prefer, Ellen or Caroline? Gary leaned casually against the chair. He dropped his hand over Caroline's shoulder. His lips curled into a dismissive smirk. Oh, Ellen, I've been bored with her for ages. Then he continued, how can you compare her with Cara? She's just a spoiled brat who has been pampered with a princess's temper. If it weren't for the Jenkins family shares, why would I want to be engaged with her? Caroline shot me a provocative smile through the crowd. I crumpled and collapsed to the ground. His words that he had uttered hit me like a blow, making my ears ring. My stomach churned as I held my neck and gagged uncontrollably. The agreement in my hand crumpled as I clutched them tightly. I pressed my hand on my chest as I sobbed silently, completely broken. After I was tired from crying, I got up and left. I was too afraid to barge in and meet the probing and mocking gazes of that group of people. I also did not want to see Gary's disdainful expression or his tenderness toward Caroline. There was one thing that Gary was right about me. I was spoiled since childhood. Everything that I wanted, I would get, except Gary. That was why I did not know how to fight back against that group of people in the private room. As I looked at my disheveled reflection in the glass at the door, I took my phone and called my mother. Mom, I agree with the Dawson family's marriage proposal. I'll engage with him next month. Just change the groom. My family adopted Jerry as the son. When we were growing up, he always seemed to adore me. He would call me sister sweetly. My parents even laughed and teased him as a sister-obsessed brother. Once, in school, some classmates locked me up in the classroom after school and did not allow me to leave. The classroom was so dark that it made me panic. Out of fear, I kept screaming and banging on the door. Meanwhile, those bullies watched me through the window and laughed their ass off. It was Gary who kicked the door open and beat up every single one of them, then hugged me while saying, how dare you bully my sister? Are you seeking death? At home, I tended his wound with tears on my face. He wiped away my tears and said, why are you crying? Don't you know this big brother of yours is so strong? Ouch, gentle. I couldn't help but laugh through my tears. My parents were so busy with their work that they missed almost my entire school years. As a result, I grew up practically only with this unrelated brother of mine. I went back to home. It was a house that my mother bought for Gary, and I always had a room there.